What's up, yo? What's up? We're back.
What up? We're
Back.
back. It's React and Draw. We're here. We're chilling. We post Super Bowl stream right here. I'm sure all you budding artists out there were very excited to see the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. As we have this unified, I don't know, play date as per social media.
hmm
Every genre, every subgenre, every category of person seems to be on a forced play date arranged by Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X.
Right.
You know, is there like that separation between jock and artist? The artist wouldn't watch the Super Bowl and the jocks wouldn't go to the art gallery. Is it all together now? Especially with the merging of the
Mm,
T Swift and Kelsey. Is that what the world is trying to tell me right now?
maybe. I mean, I'll have you know, I didn't. Well, first of all, I was visiting family out of
Oh,
state, and
family
then
first. You
and then
family
I
man.
came back to
Oh,
the beautiful land of NYC,
hmm,
and then I caught with other family, and then caught like the beginning of the Super Bowl.
I see.
To which I don't know if this gap is being bridged. I'm still not interested in sports. I have nothing against anybody that's into it, bro. I didn't even know who was playing. Yeah. That's how ignorant I am. All I
That's
knew was
wild.
it was two teams on there, and they were both in Iron Man colors. That's all I know. It's
Well, I have family that are sports heads,
okay.
so have to know these things by osmosis.
Okay.
So 49ers and the Chiefs. Chiefs won in a last minute play.
Right.
Only 3 seconds left on the clock. Actually, it was more than that, but they made it within the time frame that they just ran. Eventually, the 3 seconds didn't matter unless unless the other team was going to magically they were to get punted the ball back, catch it, and run in like 3 seconds to the other side of the football field.
Right.
The game was over.
They could.
Therefore, the game was over.
They didn't have hope that they could do it now.
Yeah. After that, it just we all just turned it off. That was it. It's just no point really.
Hmm.
I don't see the celebrations. I mean, it was all foretold, right? By the in the stars, those guys are gonna win. So
And then you have there's the whole Taylor Swift thing. What was it? This guy he was said it, he was he's gonna propose or something. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. There's rumors saying he's gonna propose. It's like this big arranged thing,
hmm
and then when the election comes, they're gonna be involved in that. That's like what the
Oh,
interwebs is projecting right now. Like this is all gonna be coordinated in some I don't know messaging for the people or whatnot. And I mean, anything can happen. Who knows? Everyone's got their Super Bowl conspiracy, right? Like I saw, like Ice Spice was in the stands, and she's throwing up some kind of horns signs or something to try
oh
to say
boy.
she's trying to, I don't know, put some witchery on the American people or something. I didn't even know these things are all well thought out like that. It's just like these are the symbols that she saw. We saw some other guy put in a rap video, and
Right.
who knows?
The
I don't know.
conspiracies.
I mean, they're funny, like to watch on the internet. So I don't know.
Hold on. So wait. Let's get that set right there.
But anyway, aside from all that nonsense, there are more important things going on. Like the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer came out.
That is correct. It came out. Now I have a question before I even talk about this trip.
Okie dokie.
Um, hold on. Can this thing shift over a little bit? Please. Okay. Cool. Did it play during
Did
the
it
Super Bowl?
play? I believe it did. I assume it did.
Because when I
I didn't
saw
catch it
it,
in real time myself too. I don't know.
okay,
Maybe I
I'm a little
walked. I walked out of
confused.
the walked to the kitchen or something. I mean, I saw it online. I assume it was because this is a big Super Bowl ad. I mean,
When more people come in, they could tell us because it seemed to me like I just saw a little like it went to commercial. S-
hmm
Super Bowl went to commercial, and then a little thing play came on talking about like, oh, tease, a little teaser came on like a couple seconds, and then it
Right.
said, Deadpool trailer now online, and that was
Now they did that for a lot of trailers. I
is that
noticed.
the new thing?
Maybe the ad buy was so expensive, they're like, I can only give you like 10 seconds of it.
I guess that too expensive for MC. Oh, well, I guess like since they made $2.50 on the Marvels, maybe they didn't have the money to dole out. I don't know how that's rolling. Come on, Disney.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes these trailers are kind of long, so maybe they don't want to spend like for like 3 minutes.
I guess. I just thought it was kind of odd. Like I was like,
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what we're wanting to see. We're wanting to see full trailers. We want to see like a Super Bowl experience of.
right?
I don't know. The commercials aren't the same anymore. I noticed
No.
that a lot of these commercials have gotten super lazy.
Yeah.
Like now it's just like some celebrity just randomly pops up in a commercial,
Hmm.
and it's out of context and it has like no value to the commercial.
Yeah.
Like I saw a commercial for something, I don't even know what it was, and it was like some train, some locomotive just like burst through a wall, and then the locomotive driver was LL Cool J. He just pops out his head and they're like, "Oh, thank you, LL Cool J."
Oh, Cool J.
And I'm just like, so LL Cool J is a locomotive driver, and I'm just like, who cares?
When was the last time this man was relevant? Oh, that
He's
that was
relevant.
kind of me. No, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
LL.
word, damn, it's harsh, bro.
Sorry, LL.
Damn, harsh words from the LL man.
He gave me his like Mama said
I'll
not to
have you
go.
know that LL's still around. He's in that show, right? He's on that show. Ain't he one of those NCISs?
Is he?
Yeah,
That's funny. Oh, rap for the cop. That's how it goes. Huh?
as the rap to cop pipeline.
First it was causing
They'll start
trouble.
off.
Now they after now they
That usually works. Like remember Ice T? Those
yes.
albums about the police is bad dudes, and now he's like been a cop on television for the past like 25 years.
Right. I
It's how it rolls.
guess
Now they got a
so.
badge and a gun harassing people, and
I don't know, man.
I remember some of these cop shows. They're like beating them up in the interrogation room. Like I remember back in the day, they had AYPD Blue,
Yeah.
and that guy Dennis Franz Sipowicz would just like take the phone book and start whacking people in the head. And I'm like, I mean, damn, cop shows have changed.
Yo, he needed to get that information, bro.
No word. It
I don't know what
wasn't.
to tell you.
He wasn't reprimanded either for it. He kind of just got away with it.
He's doing this. He's doing what he had to do. We got Power in the chat. What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? I says like that to a Kiki Palmer commercial.
I did not see the Kiki Palm commercial.
I don't know. I didn't see that one. What was it like? I just know that they just pop up. These celebrities just like Hello Cool J has a locomotive. Kevin Hart's just yelling during a credit card
Bro,
commercial.
I don't want to see no. After Cat Williams, I don't want to see no more Kevin Hart commercials. I mean, I didn't want to see Kevin Hart commercials before. Now I definitely don't want to see no Kevin Hart commercials.
I'm at that point with these comedians. I just want to laugh when they say things. I want to see like jokes,
Yeah,
especially when they make movies too. I don't just want to see like them just fall down or like a chair hits them on the head or any of that slapstick stuff or just random screeching.
yeah.
Kevin Hart just goes like, "Hold on,
Wait a
slow
minute.
down. Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on." Just starts yelling, and I'm just like, "Bro, what happened to like jokes,
That's supposed to be the jokes.
setups, and punchlines?"
He making noises. That's the jokes.
I guess people are very easy to please nowadays.
I guess so. I don't. No,
It's random screeching.
no disrespect to any Kevin Hart stands that may or may not watch this video.
That's true. That's true. We're offending all kind of people right now.
I don't know. We're bound to offend somebody someday. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about Super Bowl conspiracies. uh, Yeah, Kevin Hart stands. I don't know.
Does Kevin Hart still have sands?
He's like on that celebrity level of like The Rock, where he's like so media trained, and he has like some kind of, I guess, media empire
Mm-hmm.
that he's sort of insulated
Hmm.
by any kind of criticism. He would need like to make like a ginormous bomb in the box office. He would have to take like a big risk and then have it flop, and it might have to happen like 2 times.
Right.
But he like had this movie Lift where he was like playing an action star or something. I saw the trailer for this. He was like fighting people on the airplane, like he was like knocking people out.
Did I see this trailer?
It's a Netflix trailer. It's on but it's like if it's a Netflix movie, does it really count as a movie? Because it's just streaming. You could choose to click it or not.
Right.
There's no box office attached to it, so you can't, gauge the success off of that. It's just off of the watch hours, which the Netflix Corporation internally knows, and they're the only one that will know it. They don't have to tell you. It's gonna trend in number one for like a while on Netflix, just because it's a new movie.
Right.
So we'll never really know. Like if it's all I know is like it didn't get good reviews.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah. Power Now just says Monique recently called him out on the Shannon Sharp interview too. Yeah. Monique had a interview
Really?
too. Yeah. I think she was saying that Kevin Hart
Oh man. Yeah, Kevin.
was told by his people to not associate with Monique, and then he called him up personally, and she said, "Oh, that must be a communication error. I'll get back to you on this." Heads will roll or whatever he's saying, and then she said that was the last time she heard from him, and that was years ago or something. I don't know, something like that.
Oh boy.
So they're trying to X Monique out. That's a lot of things nowadays. It's like everybody's so media trained and afraid to like upset the apple cart too much
Yeah.
with their brand deals and all this. And I think it's because a lot of the power structure of television and movies, it just don't reach the audience that it used to.
Yeah.
And in order to get that audience to show up, they have to sink hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising
Hmm.
just to distract people from like their iPhones for like 5 minutes to like go book a ticket at fandango.com. Back then, there was no .com, there was no internet. So people were definitely going to the movies on Friday to see anything that was there or turning on the 5 channels that were on television,
Hmm.
and something was getting watched. Some shows back in the day would get canceled. They had like 10 million viewers. They would say 10 million viewers was a dud and just cancel the whole show. Now, if you have like 10 million viewers, you're like number one, like practically on any network.
That is kind of sad.
You know, I mean, Mr. Beast get 10 million viewers a video he drops. Like,
Just talking.
yeah,
Just
filmed on
talking
his
like
webcam.
talking him like he's about to do something in the next video. 10 minutes. Views.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about it. Like, you take like a network like the CW, they have like all these special effects and stunt people, and Ruby Rose, who was Batwoman, broke her back and trying to like entertain America with this terribly written show. But they have to have craft food services, lighting people, the pyrotechnics,
Right.
set designers, all to get like an average of 200,000 people to watch in the entire country on free television. They don't have to pay to watch this thing. As long as they can remember to, like, I don't know, turn it to whatever local station that they have that carries the CW.
Right.
They will be able to watch DC TV content for free. And they can still only average like 150 to like 250 max viewership. Meanwhile, like some YouTuber, some like famous like PewDiePie can, like, I don't know, show himself drawing, copying pictures from his iPhone and get like way more than that.
Yeah. But which, by the way, we have to cover that one day.
Definitely, we have to check on PewDiePie's
art
progress.
progress because it's kind of
Uh,
amazing. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
lie.
he's doing great. And copying's how you learn. That's like the secret that people don't like to say. A lot of people like to give you just the and get your anatomy book, which you have to get your anatomy book. You have to understand what these muscles are. But then they tell you like, oh, get anatomy. Step one, get anatomy book. Step two, you'll be drawing like your favorite manga artist. Like, no, it's like a combo. You have the anatomy book as a reference. You find a few great manga artists or comic book artists, whoever you like, as a reference.
Yeah.
Pick somebody that actually knows their anatomy, and then you work off of both. Let's see. Power 900 says Charlemagne the God recently had to apologize to her after what's it say? Many years though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean she did. He did. And I don't know. You know why? Because it's like when you're doing controversial things, you don't want to be these people who have their money tied up with like big corporations and the big investor groups and the Hollywood people. They don't want their deal. They don't want her negative press to rub up on them.
Right.
But now it's like after all this is kind of fading away and they're starting to gain traction and everybody else is complaining about their paycheck.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like what was the from the Empire,
Yeah.
Cookie from Empire, what was her name?
Oh, I forget, bro.
Taraji P. Henson
There
was
you go.
complaining that she wasn't like she had to like renegotiate like every deal she has in order to maintain the salary she had from the last project. It never like advances up. Even though like she's been in a business for like, I don't know, 30 years or whatever it is.
Right.
And I mean, at some point, I guess these things matter. And I understand that they are important to, I guess, the celebrity world.
Yeah.
I'm always like two camps about it. Like I understand like the squabbles of people getting paid and not in Hollywood. But it's almost like in the times of inflation, like when people like can't afford eggs, is it kind of weird that like, we're demanded to have emotional investment for like millionaires getting paid like an extra million or not? Like
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know what their expenses are though, but
it's true. I mean, I guess it's proportionate to our like a regular person's investment. I mean, in terms of like somebody's got to pay the rent. If somebody's rent is like $1,000 or something, and they're only making like I don't know 35 grand a year, then it's going to be tight. And these celebrities, they're encouraged to always buy some ginormous house at the advice of their manager, which keeps them like in debt. You know what I mean? Because they always have to maintain the whatever the property and whatnot, which costs money. That's why they got to like take all these like goofy movies. And then they're only as good as their last project. So if like three of the last things they were in were bombs, then they gotta like just appear in anything, including a reality show.
whoops.
But at the end of the day, it's like they could just sell the house and then just like never work again, just get a condo in the Midwest somewhere and in a safe neighborhood and just live ghetto fabulous.
Yeah, perhaps. Hold on. We got Mari
You
Cinema.
want some dude who's like, living in the hood, he ain't got that option.
No, he just stuck in the hood. No hope.
No hope. So it's like we could relate to a point, but after a certain point, I gotta move on. That is until we break big, and then we'll be on these streams complaining about our rich problems like, that only like I don't know 0.0% can
I don't
point
know.
zero one
I
percent can
don't. I
relate
don't think that's
to.
how it works.
Yeah, Sean's Gucci bag.
I don't think that's how it works either. I mean, if we were to take it on the level of like who's biggest streamers, and not Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast does not count.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like what, like Abba and Preach. they're well off, but they're not like celebrity balling. So I've never seen them like actually come in and complain about rich problems. So I think, and
I guess
they
there's a scale to the issues or something.
right.
A scale to the problems. Of course, I don't know what people's bank account looks like. I think like they said, like to be in the 1%, you have to. It's not even that high. They think it's like a billionaire. It's not. It's just like I'll even say it right now. Like what? Uh, I don't know how would I say it? What salary?
You look that up.
Are,
I'm gonna
so,
just say, Maori Cinematics in the chat. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Power says, what's Beauty and Beast. The two guys people want to cancel so much. Yeah, I know. Forever. Alex is here. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Power says Auburn Preach. I haven't watched their latest video. I'm slacking on Auburn Preach at the moment. I gotta go back.
okay, according to Fortune and CNBC,
Mm-hmm.
it's $650,000 a year to be in the 1%.
$650,000 a year.
Yeah.
All right, so
So I'm pretty sure these top YouTubers are definitely like got that and more. Like
you sure? I know
some of them
PewDiePie
do.
does, and I know Mr. Beast probably definitely does. But like, hold on, like how much?
I mean, I don't really know, but like I can't really say, but I don't know the way that some of these celebrities, like I think like people like Albert Preach don't talk about like throwing money around like that.
Yeah, because I'm
But
just saying I don't think they're making as much.
people like Kai Cenat and like
All right, PewDiePie. Okay, first of all, PewDiePie definitely counts. My man has 111 million subscribers. Mr.
yeah.
Beast.
I mean, at one point I heard he was making like 7 million a year. So
That's true. Yeah, he Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast got 283 million.
eventually, this is gonna just be like I don't know what's gonna be the switchover with Hollywood. They're putting you're putting a lot of money into things that can't get that kind of viewership on broadcast TV. Maybe on streaming, on the they can make more off of art,
Oh, maybe.
but live viewership, I don't know.
Hang on, chat. I'm trying to figure out my anatomy right now. Give me a second.
Right. So I don't know. Why don't you talk about the sketch over here? So this is Deadpool and Wolverine for people who just stopped by. Trailer dropped. Sean's drawing it. He's told me that he had this idea percolating in his
Oh, the poses?
brain
Yeah.
all day.
Yes. And apparently, this is about, I don't know, two guys. I mean, you may have heard of them from comic books or something.
Yeah.
But, for those of you who don't know, because you're entrenched by more popular characters like, Captain Marvel and, and, popular
Oops,
characters
sorry.
like,
I was monitoring the stream. Go ahead.
yeah.
Say that again.
Popular characters like Captain Marvel and Wonder Man, saying that they haven't come out. These guys were the thing in the '90s, apparently, and now they're trying to bring them back to the big screen in a new project under the umbrella of the MCU that I guess people were waiting for quite some time. And I saw the trailer; it was cool. Uh, I got a question though, like, are people gonna come out for this?
Yeah. I'm saying yeah. It has Hugh Jackman in it and
Oh, that
as
is true.
Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
I mean, it's marketing genius. I tell you that much. But then again, I think the team behind Deadpool knows how to do that. It's just gonna be weird because it was funny that they had. So I've seen. I gotta say, there's some salty people on Twitter right now because people are like, "Oh, but you like this, but you didn't like the Marvels," and I'm like, "Yeah, but the trailer of this looked better than the entire than the Marvels." And I'm like, Oh, it's that white man savior thing because you couldn't take women. I'm like, all right, bro, listen.
For what?
I've seen tweets talk about like, oh, the only reason that people are looking forward to this is because it's white men back in the lead
Oh, for
because
what?
they weren't satisfied by the Marvels and
Are these real? Like, are these real people? Like, or is this like a Disney bot person or something to write? Like, of course, probably they write that about their own product, so it's probably or some
I mean, you got to go on TikTok,
actual
bro.
person. Oh, I don't go there, so
Yeah,
because
exactly. On TikTok, where it's like unfiltered away from Disney, people will have
right.
these opinions. So when it gets translated to Twitter, I could kind of see like how those opinions are like filtered into Twitter, and I'm just like, I see posts like that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess for some people, there's no kind of differentiation in popularity with superheroes. Like, they just think all the superheroes are the same.
But
It's like
it's
Wolverine has the same popularity as Miss Marvel, is the same popularity as Moon Knight.
no. Miss Marvel is better
Oh,
because has representation.
is she better than Wolverine?
Yes,
A better
because yes,
character?
not because she was a better character in the comic books, but because Disney said let's make a movie, and then they made a movie, and a movie is out, and it's like, oh, it's a character, it's a diverse character, so now we must obey the laws of
So you're
of
saying like the diversity is the superpower,
yes.
but it's not
They didn't watch.
claws or
They
like
probably didn't watch the movie though, but
I don't know. Well, this is like I don't know. I guess the courtship of this audience
Mhm.
that they don't really care about like powers or what the character's origin is or storylines. They just care about like using their seeing their race represented as it is some kind of I don't know premonition of some future race war or something like that, where they wear their skin as like battle armor, like like Warcraft or something.
But I've definitely seen those. Yeah, see, Power says, "Yep, it's a clutch." There's a meme going around.
But at this point, it's like, yo, it is like 2024. People are still like talking about this. Like the movie flop. I mean, like, look, it's Wolverine. Like his name is Wolverine. That's cooler than Miss Marvel. That's like, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying it's cooler than a lot of things in Marvel, right? Wonder Man. They come into the Wonder Man TV show, and it's like his name is Wonder Man. When I think of Wonder Man, I think of like a guy just like looking around like in awe of things. Like, whoa, look, a skyscraper. Whoa, look, a little chihuahua. Like he's just in wonder. Like Wonder Man.
He's Wonder Man, bro.
Aw.
Listen, at this
Just be
point,
dazzled by everything. He's Wonder Man, and it's like, bro, and I know Wonder Man. Like, I read comics with Wonder Man. I used to read the West Coast Avengers, but it's just like, compared to like Wolverine, it's like there's a hierarchy of scale of these things. I don't care what color you make these characters.
look, there's no pleasing some people. I
I
could
know that, but
I could
and they
almost
don't.
guarantee you, if they made a project, MCU project that I always say they should make, and put Storm in it, and people went wild because she was casted great, and they put good special effects on her, and this, that, and the third, and everybody was raving about Storm, they would still figure out a way why them caring about Storm is bigoted.
Maybe,
Somehow,
maybe,
they'll find a way. They'll say like,
maybe.
"Oh, she's a pick me," or like,
Although I will say that like Black Panther, ooh, Black Panther is like his own hero though, and that brand I guess I would assume would be bigger than a Storm movie.
yes, I'd agree. I think
Now,
there's some X-Men that cannot be a part. Like nobody's trying to see a Cyclops movie.
yeah, like I would say
Nobody's trying
though,
to
like
see.
I wouldn't want to see any really like any I guess except for Wolverine. I really wouldn't really care about any of the X-Men having a solo movie unless it was really cool. Like they'd have
Well,
to
that's
show
why I
me
said
some really
a Storm as a part of a story.
yeah. I would say I
I didn't
guess
say
Storm
solo.
has like the most cosmic powers, like she controlling the weather and all this.
Oh yeah, because she's freaking
So
insane.
maybe and it's Holly Berry if back in the day I'm saying like not I don't know who they would cast now, but
Oh right.
that I guess had the most potential to have a solo film as it as aside from Wolverine, I
Yeah.
guess it could be Storm. And then you could put Forge in it, and then you can have that romance going on,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good
and
idea.
then you can have them fight Sentinels and all the people they forgot to put in the other X-Men movies.
Right. That-
Thing is, though, they would still have to debut with an X-Men film properly, and then they could spin off those characters.
yes. I also agree on that.
That's why, like, I think they should have just, and I know that they weren't going to because they thought they could milk whatever continuity they had from the MCU, but they should have just rebooted the whole thing
Hmm.
instead of debuting with the Avengers. Just start with X-Men, establish the whole mutant thing from the ground up with new actors, new everything.
Yeah.
Get the Russos to direct that,
Yeah.
and then you could bring back Iron Man and Captain America with new people and new origin. I mean the same origin, but told differently, whatever.
Right.
Now it's just like all mixed up and weird. All mixed up. Don't know what to do. Mike has bad knees is here. What's up? Says Gambit could have a solo movie, especially if they keep the budget kind of low. Yeah. I remember they were going to have a Gambit movie.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. And he said that they canceled it at the last minute and he's still mad about it.
Huh.
I didn't even know what it was gonna be like. I remember Taylor Kitsch was Gambit in that bad Wolverine movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh right. I remember.
Yeah, they were trying to make him a thing. I guess he could have been a thing. He's not a bad actor, but I guess like he was pushed super hard. He had a lot of high profile films like John Carter,
Mm.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, I guess, and some movie called Savages, where he was teamed up with the dude from Kick Ass, Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Oh right.
and they were like, I don't know, some pot dealers, and they had to, like, I don't know, they kidnapped their girlfriend they were in a polyamorous relationship with.
That's funny. I did not. I did not. I did not view this film.
Well, I don't know. I think all three of those films didn't do as they expected, so he kind of like got sidelined in terms of his celebrity. They were trying to like build him up like he was going to be the next thing, Matthew McConaughey,
Hmm.
whatever. Didn't happen. It was like Jai Courtney. Remember Jai Courtney?
Yes.
They were blowing him up. It was going to be he was Captain Boomerang in the Suicide Squad movie. He was Kyle Reese in Terminator Genesis, and he was John McClane's son in the fifth Die Hard movie.
Yes.
Yeah, none of those projects panned out.
Whoops.
He wasn't bad as Captain Boomerang though. He was all right.
Yeah. The only Captain Boomerang I'll recognize because the game one is
It's funny, like I thought people said Terminator Genesis was the worst Terminator movie, and I would accept that. Except Dark Fate came out, which is the worst Terminator movie. The worst. Oh, fire trucks.
yeah, as flavorful.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. What can I say? That was the worst Terminator movie, and I'm sure I've said this before, but a billion times on stream, but it just didn't make any continuity, any sense. And that was by Tim Miller, the guy who directed the original Deadpool movie.
Was it?
I don't know if yeah.
I didn't realize that.
And it was weird. I don't know if like he didn't want to do Deadpool 2 or he was like let go of the project.
Hmm.
But I know when he was originally chosen for the film, he stuck with it for a long time. He might be successful he might be responsible for a lot of the success of the franchise since he got off the ground.
Hmm.
But after that, it was like Terminator And I mean, to work with James Cameron, that's a big deal. But what they came up with was pretty bad, like, and pretty disrespectful to the fans. I mean, in the first 2 minutes of the film, they have like young John Connor. They like did CGI whatever to make him
Oh
look
man,
young
yeah, I
again
forgot about that.
and make him look like Edward Furlong. And I think the actual actor Edward Furlong like did some mocap, and they like made him look like he was like, I don't know, whatever, 15 years old.
Yeah.
And then they had like a Terminator walk in and blow him away. And it's like in the first 5 minutes.
My man got
And
jolted.
yeah.
he got, he got Last of Us 2. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what? Imagine watching Terminator 2 and then that happens.
Yeah, no.
Like, because they were saying that that Terminator film took place. It's like Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and now this new film. So 3, 4, and 5 don't count. This is the official sequel to Terminator 2. And this is what happens. He just gets like blown away. And then the real saviors of the universe is like these new characters they came up with
Did they
that
try
nobody
to
wants
fit
to see.
into cotton? I don't know.
Yeah. It's cringe. It's just bad.
All right. This is just to let y'all know this is gonna be a rough sketch. You know, this is not made to be the ultimate finality. So if it looks like whatever, it's whatever. You know.
It looks legit. It looks legit though.
Why are you guys excited about? I don't know, man. Twitter was funny today.
In what way?
I'm just talking about that, like why people excited about this. I'm like, bro, it's Wolverine and Deadpool, man. Like, stop it. Like, you know, everybody was gonna be excited about this. Like, stop playing. I'm like, stop pretending that you like the Marvels, or maybe they did. Look, man.
You know, maybe they narrowed down. See, sometimes I wonder about that, like, because people say, "Oh, they're lying,"
Maybe they
or
did.
is it like they've psychologically constructed that film to hit like a target audience of like people that love to complain on the internet and will be 10 toes down for this product, that they're not lying? Like, they actually found the audience. It might be the audience of like, I don't know, 700 people in the entire country or something.
They found an
But they
audience of
activated
people
the crazy gene.
that like the rat tat tat scene, bro. Like,
Yeah, like maybe they've had some kind of like, like, you ever see like, like the Manchurian Candidate, or Kingsman, the end of Kingsman, when they had that signal and then everyone was going crazy around the world because they knew the frequency of sound that would make people go nuts,
yeah,
control their brain.
right,
Maybe like
yes.
Marvel when they made the Marvels, it was the same thing. Like they put enough, like,
There
I
was
don't
a
know.
frequency.
Yeah, yeah.
They sent out a
That
frequency.
activated all these like weirdos to just go buck wild on the internet when somebody disses it.
But it's funny. What I have seen though, what's funny is it always starts off. Well, I would say always because I've seen like probably I want to say 5 tweets. So I don't want to say the word always like it's a bunch of them, and
Yeah.
they'll say like Deadpool's cool and all, but I'm like, all right, stop it now.
Mike has bad knees says, so is the Deadpool movie a playoff the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe story? It might be, but will they? I mean, that'd be kind of funny, like if they used it as an excuse to like get rid of all their,
to reboot everything.
but they wouldn't dare do
Yeah,
that.
they're
Like,
not going through that because they still have to go through Captain America, New World Order, or whatever it's called now. I forget.
yeah. And it seems like Disney, they're afraid to like cancel their projects like DC. Like whatever David Zaslav is doing over at DC,
Yeah,
it's wild. Oh, I'm sorry, Warner Brothers. They just like nuke entire projects.
yeah.
Because I heard that Captain America, the Sam Wilson one, is
Hmm.
having problems. The movie, they had to rewrite that script too, and they got to refilm some stuff. And Blade, of course, and Kang. The actors.
Right.
off the project, so now they probably want to retool that whole thing too. I don't know. I mean, it would be funny, like just like say, okay, let's just end it all and
So,
start over with X-Men
and
properly
it's
and
funny because he calls himself the savior. In the trailer.
right.
I'm
So
like,
he's
what are we doing here? Like, what?
I don't know think they would reset their whole universe off of a joke movie.
Probably.
That would be crazy. Like a comedy is
I,
gonna reset the entire MCU properly. Like usually that would be some kind of like Crisis on Infinite Earths level seriousness if you're gonna like make one new universe.
yeah, I kind of feel like this movie's gonna do whatever it's gonna do, and then like the whole Joker, the only thing is gonna end up being it really doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like something at the end scene. It's like, wait a minute, we reset all these timelines and nothing happened. Womp womp womp. Like,
Yeah, probably.
I mean, they try
Probably
they
system.
try to they try to do that whole TVA thing.
Hmm.
Somebody else may had that complaint tweet too. Was like, you guys talk about how you have to watch a bunch of movies, shows just to understand this, and they put TVA in here. Like, won't they have to watch a bunch of stuff just to understand Deadpool? And I'm like, that could be explained in like 2 seconds, I believe. To be honest, but I guess it was like a slightly fair point. But still, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not just Deadpool; it's Deadpool and Wolverine. And they called them. It's funny because I thought it was going to be called Deadpool 3, and they just called
Oh.
it Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm like, you know what? That's even better. Hold on.
And because it's titled that, it's gonna make money. And it's rated R. They're finally gonna see Wolverine actually like slice a dude and see like
Well, we
maybe
did.
possibly you see him slice a dude and like half his body falls apart. Like
True. I mean, we did, but we'll
I mean we
just
did, but I'm just saying
just
like
in a less depressing movie. I just
right, exactly.
this time
Yes.
we'll get to see it in a less depressing movie.
Yeah, we could see it in a more comedic. I mean, not comedic, but like you could see it probably in a more exploitative fashion.
Right. Because they did have that one cool shot of like Deadpool with reloading his gun or whatever.
Right.
Mike has bad news. Says they're reshooting the entire Captain Falcon movie so that the budget has to be close to 5 to 600 million. Good luck with that. You know what I'm
Um,
saying? That's gonna be on the. I have a skip list.
yeah.
The Deadpool 3 was never on my skip list. I held out like for that. I'm like, maybe that'll be something. Everything else was on my skip list. This is gonna be on my skip list. Everything last year was on my skip list.
I mean, Hollywood doesn't have that faith in like Anthony Mackie outside of like this franchise, and I don't know. I think he was in Twisted Metal on like the Peacock network. I forgot what channel was that on. I think it was Peacock.
I think so. I can't even recall,
And
bro.
then what that cyborg movie he was in where he plays some army guy that I didn't see
Oh,
on Netflix, and then he was in that episode of Black Mirror, which was you know
was he?
so
Was that him in Ultra Carbon?
oh yeah, he was in season 2 of Alter Carbon taking over for Joe Kinnaman,
Yeah,
and I didn't see that one.
me neither. I kind of want to
And
still go back and watch it
yeah, I'll probably
because I
watch it
liked
just
Ultra
to.
Carbon. Like,
And but I guess it's over. I guess I don't know. They changed the formula. Maybe they wanted to have a new guy every season, and maybe audiences were like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
perhaps not. We got JVP in the chat. What's up? What's up, John? How you doing, man?
What's up, JVP? How's it going? How's life?
We got Power says, and that they couldn't get an alternate version of Cats Widow and Stark. And then says then get an official timeline where anything could coexist. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that's going. Mike has bad news. Says Anthony Mackie is in so many things, and
He is.
it says his
He's not a
ultimate.
bad actor though.
Oh yeah, I like him as an actor. To be honest.
He's funny. Like I see him in talk shows and stuff, and they ask him questions, and he's always got a funny story. And I think they just haven't found the lightheartedness, the comedic
They need to put
value of
him in an
Anthony
action
Mackie yet.
comedy or something. Like like
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
Bad
he's
Boys kind of. I don't know.
right.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
right. They need to partner him up with some other dude
Yeah,
and
get him out
have
of
him.
that. Get him out of the superhero suit and just put him in a just put him in a regular movie, man, like action comedy or something. Mike Husband says the season of Altered Carbon. Excuse me, sorry, excuse me. His season of Altered Carbon wasn't good.
Yikes!
All right, yeah, there you go. JVP says just living life as a rock star. Good, 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 good.
There you go.
Mike
He's
Husbandi
on.
says he was actually good as the Falcon. I did like him as the Falcon. When I say take him out of the costume, I'm talking about like take him out of whatever they're trying to make him now. Because like this is corny. Like the, you know what? I'm not. Oof. The buck. The Winter Soldier and Falcon show should have literally been a walk in the park to make. I don't understand what happened there. I don't really understand. Like you had Sirius Bucky and Sam as the jokey guy. The formula literally writes itself, and somehow they did not. Whatever. I'm not gonna start because I'm gonna just let me go on to Deadpool because I'm gonna just start beasting about that for like the next hour if you gave me the chance. Had potential, except all I got was I don't know. Sam is Captain America and a nerfed Bucky. And freaking this guy's still in the spotlight as being the best character in the show. What's his name?
I knew talking
John
about.
Walker. John Walker. Yeah. And it's funny. I
Uh,
remember reading the essay, and they were like, "Yo, it's funny how they try to play John Walker like he was to be clown, but like he was literally the most sympathetic MS character in that season." I'm like, I don't know. They couldn't even do it.
yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's good because he's bringing some value to it, but that was the intent. The intent was that the Falcon was going to be the
Right.
star. They're breaking a new star, guys. But I don't know. There's a lot of problems. Like when all your core cast is like, I'm out, guys. I'm gonna do other things. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be semi-retired, jumping Oppenheimer movie, and Chris Evans is like, I'm gonna go do whatever. I don't know. He did that movie called Ghosted with Anna de Armas that got bad reviews.
Bro, I forgot about Ghosted. I ain't both.
I don't know. It's an easy check. I don't know. What can you say? He's guy's working too hard to get that easy payday.
Right.
They're like, we could film this in a week, and he's like, all right, I'm good. Let's do it.
Give me a second. I'm just doing this so I can see what I'm doing.
Mike Abadney says, I've been waiting for them to reset the MCU for a while. They
They
should take
need
a
to.
5-year break, come back, Fantastic Four at the start of the new MCU. Have it in the late 90s, that we said? Is that what it said? The late 90s and the 80s? Did the chat read out? A little fuzzy.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me see where.
The last comment.
Yeah. Waiting for. Sorry, I've been waiting for them to reset the MCU for a while, take a 5-year break, and then come back with Fantastic Four. As the start of the new MCU was set in the late '60s.
Oh, 60s. Okay. Well, let me get my YouTube app up here because my iPad ran out of juice.
No problem.
I'm going off a bad feed off of the
The mirror.
yeah. So but anyway. So yes, I agree that they should have took some time to reboot everything.
Yeah.
Now I know them; it's a big money machine, so I don't know if they could wait 5 years. But definitely in between 0 years and 5 years, I would really put it on that. They could try and do little things on Disney Plus. Maybe they could have made their What If show better,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and maybe that could be developed into something, and then that could be like the thing that ties people over until the new stuff comes out.
Right,
Then they could play What If with the MCU all day long. Like, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if this happened? And then they do the new stuff, and it's like, okay, now it's new stuff.
right.
Hold on, I'm going to. Okay, great. I got my chat looking good.
Dope.
Mike has Benny says, yeah, late 60s, Silver Age, Bronze Age of comics. Exactly. It could be, though. They could do it in modern times.
Mm.
They just have to just do it, have the characters look the same as they had in the comics, and try to adapt it the best they could.
Well, as revealed in that
Yes, yeah, Sean
video.
released a short the other day. If you like, you guys should check out our shorts after the stream. We got 2 new shorts,
Yes,
but
yes.
one was Sean reacting to a video of MCU writers talking about how they don't read the actual source material, how they were told in some cases to not read the source material and come up with their own ideas or change the character. Sometimes they read the source material and decided we're not going to use it and go another way. Either way, it ends up to them not using the source material.
Very ridiculous. Very
Yeah.
ridiculous. A shout out to, oh man, I forgot the guy's screen name. But it was somebody on Twitter that compiled the video. I did credit him in my short. But yeah, uh,
It's wild. I mean, it meant the funny thing is, like, if you ever look at a back issue from like the 80s or the 70s or one of these things,
mhm.
it's written on like probably a higher reading level than the average these days. Like, if you
Oh,
actually read like an old Iron Man comic book from back in the days or an old Thor comic book, they're using more sophisticated terms
right.
than and phrases and idioms and than modern day. Like modern day, like the comic books are written like on like a I don't know, baby level or something. It's funny. Comic books are either written nowadays, the mainstream ones are written like on a childish level,
Yeah.
or like on some galaxy brain. There's like 8 dimensions, and the X-Men are flying through 12 of them or something. Instead of just the 8 that they know of. And it's just like I'm just like this galaxy brain nonsense.
Mhm.
That's not relatable, really.
That's what they think. Somebody on I posted that video on TikTok, and somebody disagreed and said that, oh, this is not the reason that MCU films are bad. It's that all Marvel comic stories are bad, and thus their movies are bad. Like, okay, I don't know about that, but teach their own.
And they never really mined all the good material out of the comics,
Never, never.
you
It's
know?
still, bro. The amount of story I don't see. Look, I I guess this is going to become just an MCU rantathon. But like, really, really now, let's just state the obvious, bro. Like, they did the Infinity, saga. That's all well and good. You don't jump from the Infinity Saga and start talking about freaking Ironheart, bro. Like, people, and I don't want to hear the who's in the comics. Like, guys, there are certain things in the comic books that nobody wanted to see. Imagine them making a Spider-Man movie and they use the Clone Saga, bro. Like, to my recollection, nobody liked that saga. I, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
All right. Well, now they're trying to have some kind of retroactive appreciation for it.
Are they?
Only because, like, I don't know, it was drawn by Mark Bagley or something, and he had like a jersey, and it kind of looked cool. And I guess then now they know it was going to be resolved. I think like some people liked it in the beginning, but then like it just went on too long, and they were just like, "Hey, we can't have this. Like, Peter Parker is not the Spider-Man. That's just disturbing to the mind."
Right.
So they had to end that madness.
Hmm.
But yeah, the new stuff they have out now is just like, why are they jumping to that? It's like it's so lame. It's crazy that like the Hulk has had so many issues of comics and storylines, and
Mhm.
they didn't use like any of them. Like they mentioned like Thunderbolt Ross, but they never really got into Rick Jones at all. They just kind of just made it like he didn't exist.
I don't know, man.
They could have had Doc Samson like chasing the Hulk around,
Right.
have a big battle with him. Because those were some of the coolest comics. And they're like, nah, I'm not doing any of that. We're still gonna have any Hulk movies, period.
Oh yeah, they
In
came
fact,
out
and
and
they didn't
said
have
that,
the
right?
Hulk like yeah, now they have the Hulk, he's like got a son or whatever that was in the She-Hulk.
Scar.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
They be coming up.
Isn't that kind of weird that they're not gonna try again with a Hulk movie, but they'll have the Marvels instead? I
Well,
know Mark Ruffalo ain't busy like to be doing some Hulk movies.
yeah. I mean, they should get him. They should get him on a movie because all the silly tweets that he making. Like, yo, look, if y'all can make him stop tweeting and get him busy on a movie, that'll do us all a favor. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. And I think the Edward Norton Hulk did okay. Like it didn't like break the bank box office like records or anything like that, but I think it did okay. But it just wasn't surrounded by the MCU hype.
right,
Maybe if it did, then it would at that time, like building toward this end game situation,
right.
then it would be a huge movie. It's not a bad movie, the Edward Norton Hulk movie. It's okay.
You know, I did not see
Better
that
than a
one.
lot of the new stuff now.
I did not see that, and I wanted to.
Right.
Maybe one day I'll check it out.
But those are the big names: Hulk, Black Widow, and Black Widow they botched. I don't know. I swear, like the Russos did a weird thing by killing Black Widow and then keeping her dead, and then they had her movie in flashback form, and that's a
Yeah,
one-off.
that was odd.
Like they should have had like by now they should be like up to like 5 Widow movies by now,
That definitely could have been a franchise. We
and they
definitely
should have leaned more on like the spy thing, made it more like Mission Impossible level stuff
right.
with the stunts. Now I know like maybe Scarlett's not gonna, she's not gonna do the stuff that Tom Cruise is doing, like jumping off of airplanes for real and all this stuff.
Mhm.
But that's what stunt people are for.
Yeah, that was definitely a franchise people wanted to see, bro. And I don't know.
Yeah. You know what was cool? Remember the Black Widow Punisher anime? That
Oh
was cool.
yeah, that was a
That
hidden
was
gem.
legit. Yeah, hidden gem guys, check that one out. My Cat Bad Knee says more sophisticated terms, yet they were still written to be consumed by preteen boys.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe it has to do with like America, like the literacy rate is going down and
Yeah, I've
they
heard.
wouldn't even understand. Like, I swear, just pick up an old issue of Iron Man back in the day and tell you. Pick up an old like Spider-Man even.
I remember seeing article talking about the Chicago's like math rate is like in the toilet across the board,
The entire city.
yeah, like
Just trash.
all of them. And I was like, whoa, man. So I can only imagine the literacy.
Wild.
Yo,
Go read the Iron Man versus Obadiah Stane, like the run from the 80s. Then, I mean, they're dealing like corporate takeovers. You're dealing with like all the, who knows? Maybe people will understand it. They'd be like, this is like Shakespeare compared to like.
Maybe
Oh,
words.
hilarious.
I don't know.
Words. A lot of words in here. I don't like this.
I don't know. How bad are we getting as a nation?
You can't read a comic book from 1991. Mike Hasbany says, Is the Hulk as a movie still owned by Universal? Good question.
I think that might be the issue too, because I did hear about some like there was like may or may not have been like some legal tie-ups
Oh, that's crazy. Oh
from
man.
I heard that a while ago. A while ago.
And they probably feel that, well, it's probably not worth it just to get into some. Cause maybe Universal's like, oh well, let's partner up like you do with the Spider-Man people, and they're probably like, nah, I'm not gonna be doing that. It's too much work.
Huh.
Not for this character that's had like marginal success in the theater. They'll collab on some Spider-Man,
Right.
because that's just guaranteed money. But the Hulk, I guess, is some 50-50 roll the dice whether that's gonna make money. So
Yikes.
they just leave it alone.
I don't know.
Faye is here, says hi everyone. Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
The sketch is looking cool.
Thank you, sir. A little 2-second sketch with questionable anatomy, but
Speaking of questionable anatomy, well, I'm not gonna single anybody out, but I'm just saying, like, I remember, it's funny. A lot of people are buying back issues to comics nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some tweet. I don't know if it's real. That back sales of back issues. Sorry, back issues are selling more than the new issues of comics nowadays. And some
What?
stores are not even ordering new comics. They're just selling the back issues now.
Yo, what the? You know what? On us, hold on.
And I mean, and of course, it's obvious. Oh yes, the writing is bad. It's all the social messaging for the aesthetics and before the writing, and the quality's gone down, and there's no consistent artist writer teams, and the distro is bad and all that. But I do think it's funny that people still want the old back issues. And I guess the point I was trying to make, which Sean said, anatomy and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these comics nowadays, even though they are, dubiously written,
Yeah.
the quality, the art is like so mannered and so labored over, and some people are tracing,
Mm.
JPEGs from the internet just to make sure everything looks crisp and clean and accurate and all. Meanwhile, people just find joy in just reading the back issues when things were drawn more off the cuff and on a deadline and naturalistic, and maybe it doesn't have to be pitch perfect like anatomy, and
Oh yeah, because they were just trying to get through it, and it was
yeah,
it was more than just getting through it. It was like built off of like the art was just built off of energy. It's like, yo, man, I might not be correct on this tricep, but man, did I have fun drawing it?
right. And a lot of it was correct. It's just, are they going to be laboring it on every panel and every guy in the background? Like back in the day, they were just drawing on Bristol paper and then mailing it in, and then they scan it in and whatever they did, photograph it.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can zoom in with the computer to like the background to see like a dude holding a piece, a newspaper and a bench, and then draw him accurately. Or else some person on the internet's going to criticize the panel. They're going to take one panel of your whole comic and make fun of you. So now everyone's like getting 3D models and stuff to make sure that they're not going to be clowned on the internet forever and stuff. And it's just like, it's funny. There's all that going on, but a lot of people are just going to the comic book store to just buy old issues where the anatomy was wonky AF, and having a great time. The background building sometimes was just an outline of a building,
right,
with like a flat color of like orange on it. And we were good. We were good on that. It's like drawn by human beings, and maybe that what they miss. What people love about buying back issues, they can go back into a time when things were drawn by a human being
Right.
instead of everybody laboring over something that's going to be sold for $5 when only 5 people are going to buy it. It's more human, I
Right.
should say. Maybe people are relating to the humanity of back issues.
Maybe. I
I
didn't
don't.
know this was happening, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's happening. I don't know if Chad can co-sign on that, or maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I've been seeing, and that's what I've been reading.
I mean, when stuff
That
gets
like even
rotten,
yeah. Hmm.
when stuff gets rotten, you kind of have to run. On a side note, and I'll get back to the comic books. These apparently, and I have to go confirm this, but I've seen the headlines that after everyone's favorite game, Suicide Squad, kills the Justice League, the sales of Arkham Knight went up,
Mm.
or the player base at least. Like people just went back to go play because they're like, you know what? Let's go back to a better time. So maybe that's the same thing that's happening. Heck, actually, I might check out like the Arkham trilogy, or was it a quadrilogy? I don't know, whatever. Myself, because I only played Arkham Knight, I didn't play the others, so maybe I'll go catch up because I ain't playing Suicide Squad. So back to the comics, maybe that's what people are thinking. They're like, man, I don't know what's going on in these comic books nowadays, but let's just take a trip back down memory lane.
Yeah. Plus, they were more consistent. So if you actually like a writer and artist team from back in the day, you could pick up like 50 comics from them
Yeah,
that they all drew in a row, and it has an unbroken streak of success because they're the same people doing it.
right.
Nowadays, you can hardly get the same writer and artist together for more than like 3 issues max, and then it's somebody else.
True.
I don't know. Something happened with Marvel in terms of the artist situation.
Hmm.
Like on X-Men, it seemed to be for a while that X-Men was basically, if you were drawing an X-Men book, that meant you were the biggest artist in comic books
Yeah.
at the time. Like you had John Byrne, and then you had like a rotation between like Alan Davis and Paul Smith, and you had Art Adams, Barry Windsor Smith. I consider that one whole era of like the mid to late 80s. And you had Mark Silvestri in the late 80s
Yeah.
to top that whole 80s run. And then, of course, Jim Lee. And then between that, I think was like the Kuberts.
Right.
And then you had Joe Mad. And then after that, it was like Frank Quietly. And then I can't remember, I'm having memory loss. And when Frank Crowley switched over, it was radically different. I think that was like more of a
Yeah, it was.
an editorial decision to like make the X-Men give it an indie flavor
Right.
because they can't wait around for the new superstar of, the traditional romantic look of X-Men. So they wanted to go in a different direction.
Hmm.
But I think after that, they couldn't really rebound back into a superstar drawing X-Men again. So they kind of lost that track of
Right.
like big name super people who draw super heroically. I hope I'm making sense. I don't know. And Joe Mad was like a radical departure from it because he was bringing in that manga cartoony influence,
Yeah.
but it still could be taken seriously. Like it wasn't like a cartoon. It wasn't like graffiti style. It was still. It's funny. Like nowadays, I feel like people are really recognizing what Joe Mad brought back in the day. Like those comics were really solid. I mean, it's not like the Claremont years, but still, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, Faye says, "Yeah, no one is really buying new comics. A lot of comic shops are closing." That's deep, man.
I know. Oh, in the chat we have Lee DeLow. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up? Hey, how you been? Thanks for stopping by on this draw stream.
Yeah.
Faye says, "I finished reading the first 4 issues of the Image Transformers, and it's really good. I'm going to read Duke and Cobra the Commander next, Sean."
Hmm.
So yes, I'm not sure who's drawn the GI Joe one. Who's drawn the GI Joe one? Faye, who's writing it? Is that also Daniel Warren Johnson? You know, Daniel Warren Johnson's doing the Transformers one. A lot of people like it. I read the first issue, and he's writing it and drawing it, and I can see why people like it because it's like got a consistent. He's writing and drawing it.
Yeah. All right. So this is the rough sketch.
Mhm. It's more violent though. They had like Starscream. He was actually killing people, like actual people. So I guess it's like a more like hardcore version of
Really?
Transformers. Yeah, it's like there's like actual deaths and stuff, and they kind of
What?
retcon. Yeah, it's like a whole new, what is it, retelling of the Transformers. I guess it's like they have like Frank Miller's like whatever
Yeah, yeah,
RoboCop. This is like Jenny Warren
yeah.
Johnson's Transformers.
Oh man. Okay.
Man, you know what I'm looking at? There's a guy on Twitter, Matt Moylan from Udon. He's like
Oh
been
yes, I'm
reposting
following him.
he's reposting a lot of old Dreamwave covers
Yeah.
of Transformers, and man, they colored great, man. The coloring on those old Transformers comics from the '90s were insane. The early 2000s or whatever. Now, Dreamwave was a company that specialized in anime influenced artwork, and it went out of business. But before that, they did Transformers comics, and the coloring is like still ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's with like whatever they were using back in like 2001, or they were like coloring comics with like Windows 98 or so. I don't know whatever they were using. Photoshop 6 and like an IntelliMouse, like just now we have all these fancy computers and coloring is still not as good. Um, Faye says Duke is Joshua Williamson, Tom Riley, Jordy Belair. I have to see the covers. I'll take a look at it after the stream.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm gonna have to check that out. Alrighty. So
So look at that. Booyah.
this is my very rough, questionable anatomy sketch of the
Yeah, whatever.
dome. Hey, look. So check this out, Chad. We're doing not really too much of variation, but we're trying to we're trying to bring you guys the current news while keeping the channel a little more art based. So expect like another upcoming video of this. What I will do, what I'm thinking of now, like so tomorrow, I do have a cyberpunk commission to do. I'll probably do that on a stream in the future this week. Tomorrow, trying to hold on, I'm trying to plan my day out. Wednesday's Valentine's Day, right? All right, so Valentine's Day I might be missing, but tomorrow I'm gonna go back to the Stellar Blade and near Automata piece, and we could discuss more because there's more Stellar Blade controversy. This game seems to catch controversy like every day apparently. So
Mm.
it's starting to be colored, so you guys can see me go through that process. Um, and this piece right here, as it if y'all want, as it nears as the as the release date nears, I can actually like make it into a full color piece later.
You can revisit.
Yeah, I'll revisit this, and then this will be like a real thing because I kind of like the basic composition of it, you know. So we can revisit this, you know, give it some longevity. You know what I mean? And then of course, on streams in the future and videos in the future, we'll have drawings of our projects too as well, because our projects are cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
uh, but yeah, so that's what's going on. So be on the lookout for shorts, videos, um, revisited stuff, and
Yeah. And guys, if you like the channel,
mhm.
if you like the video, just pop a like on that video. It helps the algorithm, let us know that we exist on this planet.
Right.
Check out redcombook.com. 88-page graphic novel.
I know y'all seen it before, but guess what? You're gonna see it again, bro.
That's right.
Right.
It's Red, a Cyberpunk Fairytale.
Boom.
The story of Red Riding Hood is reimagined into a sci-fi action cyberpunk thriller. Check it out on redcombook.com. Order yours today.
Oh, and
But
we're gonna. I
links
do.
in the description.
Yeah, I do have, but I'm gonna be posting up some more merch.
Yes.
Some more merch.
So be on the lookout for all that.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
yeah. So this looks good. I like this.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know.
My rough I am doing their movie costumes here. I mean, you could probably
Yes.
hardly tell, but yeah. If I revisit this and in a stream, like, I would say, when is this thing getting released?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I could look it up.
Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
All right. Meantime, let me go to the chat. Mike Benny says, "How many watch hours do you need to get monetized?"
30,000. No, I'm kidding. Apparently like 3,000 or so. Well, no. Yes. There's
In
two
total.
there are 2 tiers of monetization. As we try to climb up there, that's why we say, like and share. And thank you all for thank you all first of all, thank everybody for the support and showing up, because that's definitely appreciated.
Yeah, activity in the chat, liking the video. These are the things that help the algo
Right.
push us out. Sean's last short did well.
Oh yeah, well, second to last short did well.
Yeah, the second to last short. So okay. We'll keep plugging away.
This movie releases on my girl's birthday. Actually, that's what. Yeah, the 26th of July. Oh, I got more than enough time. This piece could be transformed into gold by then.
Yeah, Faye says I think it's in July. Also, Wolverine looks better without sleeves.
Oh, I kind of didn't.
But he doesn't have any color. Oh, he has sleeves on his.
Yeah. I guess this suit had sleeves, but you know what?
Whose suit had sleeves?
Wolverine. Wolverine's
In the movie?
Yeah. In the movie it has
movie
sleeves.
accurate. You gotta.
Yeah, I suppose
This is a movie sketch. You gotta be accurate to the
Yeah.
movie.
I guess I'll stick to the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
I agree with Brina. I mean, I agree with Faye saying, but
right.
For those movie heads,
For the movie heads, this is an MCU sketch, so I could.
You don't want to get the stands up.
Hey, wait
riled
a minute.
up.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, to get monetized. So like, yeah, a good, it's like 3 to 4K or so. But as we put out more content, that'll come. There's like one tier of like monetization, and then like there's another tier of monetization, like true monetization after that y'all can go look up and see what that entails. But yeah, we're striving to head right towards there. You know what I mean? They said I'm breathing. You're bringing from another timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the MCU
from the multiverse.
multiverse.
From the multiverse. Like as bad needs to say, I think I saw him without sleeves in some production pictures. Man, maybe he loses them. I don't know. Not sure. I will say I am pleasantly surprised by Wolverine's costume. Like, I didn't think they were going to do the yellow and blue, or yellow and brown, for that matter. But they went with the yellow and blue, and I'm like, oh wow, y'all actually did it. I'm shocked. I'm completely shocked. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, that's my silly sketch. Like I said, most likely tomorrow I'll revisit Nier and Stellar Blade. I'm gonna see what's going. There are like 10 new Stellar Blade videos out. right now that I didn't even watch, from Yellow Flash and a whole. But I'm like, what is going on now?
Gotta put one out, man. We gotta put out a celebrate video.
Oh no, definitely we're gonna put one out. Definitely gonna put one out. But there's all kind of nonsense happening. I'm like, yo, it's getting crazy out here. Oh, my thing went off. Hold on.
Alpha Proto is here. What's up?
Hey, Alpha, what's up?
Face said Variant Brina, yeah.
Alpha Proto, we were just doing. I was just doing. We were just doing this on the stream, talking about talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer and all that. Mike has bad knees. Said, never mind. He's wearing sleeves and gloves. Yeah, I read there was a reason. Like, I don't know. This was alleged that he had his like sleeves on. Like, I don't know. Has something to do with Hugh Jackman, but don't quote me on that. I have no idea. So,
I see.
alrighty. All right, y'all. We're gonna head up out of here, and we will see you next time. And thank you for coming through. Like I said, like, share the video. And yeah, everyone have a good night. We'll see you again. Peace out.